Hi everybody, my name is April. Welcome to my channel. First, I would like to thank everyone who watched, commented, liked, disliked the previous video. I just did that on a whim because I got that box and I was just so excited I wanted to share. I posted it not really thinking anybody would watch it, and to get any kind of feedback was just exciting and appreciated and encouraging. So I hope to produce more videos and I hope you stick around to watch them. I don't have a box. Unfortunately, it's the beginning of the month and boxes don't usually start showing up until about the middle and later. But what I do have is a haul. I think a pretty good one because I got these comics not knowing what to expect except for one, and boy was I shocked at what I got. Let's just dive right in. First up, we have Paper Girls, Volume 1. This is written by Brian K. Vaughan and illustrated by Chiang. What drew me to this was the positive feedback that everyone gave it, the comparison to Netflix Stranger Things, and the strength of Brian K. Vaughan's name alone. I read Y the Last Man. I'm a fan of Saga, so I thought, why not give it a try? What I know about it from this one volume, it centers around 4 girls during the late 80s who have a paper route, and during one of their morning distributions, something fantastical occurs. From what I know of it right now, I can't tell you if it's like a dimensional shift or a step into a parallel universe or just an plain old alien invasion. But what I do know is that these girls are kind of left up to their own devices to kind of figure out what's happening and survive it. I would say that this is not my favorite Brian K. Vaughan offering thus far. I do like the graphics. For people who enjoy the 80s, it's all very reminiscent of that time. It really kind of sets you in a mood. I do plan to continue to read it. It just wasn't my favorite Brian K. Vaughan offering. However, my favorite Brian K. Vaughan offering is Saga. This is Volume 8. Boy, was I excited to get my hands on it. It's about a couple named Mako and Alana who are soldiers on opposite sides of a conflict between a planet and the moon that satellites it. This conflict explodes into an intergalactic war that is violent and cruel, and lines are very clearly drawn. Now, they are from different species, but they meet, they fall in love, and then Alana finds herself pregnant. And they hightail it out of Dodge because everybody in the universe is after them. People in their own families, ex-girlfriends, bounty hunters, tabloid reporters, members of the royal family. It's crazy. Everybody's after them because what they have done is committed treason, and on top of that, the universe as it stands now feels like what they've done is an abomination by reproducing, because in this society they believe that people of different races can't biologically have children, and the fact that these two were able to do so opens a door of a political lie that has been perpetuated to keep things interesting. If you've read this story, you know that they deal with social commentary, things that are very polarizing in our society. And I think they do it in an intelligent and sensitive way, and this issue is no different. This issue deals with the subject matter of abortion, where the writers clearly have a viewpoint. I believe that the counterpoint is handled in a sensitive and an intelligent way that even called me to question how I respond to opposing arguments on the subject. But not to get too deep about it, but look at this cover. Is that not gorgeous? The illustrations are just beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous. I love Prince Robot IV. He's a hot mess, but I love him. I love this series. As much as I love Saga, that was not the best thing I read so far this year. This is Locke and Key, Welcome to Lovecraft by Joe Hill and illustrated by Gabriel Rodriguez. I picked this up only on the strength of Joe Hill's name alone. He's a novelist who wrote things such as Nosferatu, Horns, Heart-Shaped Box, but usually I'm not a horror graphic novel girl, but this changed everything. This may be the best comic I've ever read. This is about the Locke family. They experience a very tragic event which uproots their family from someplace in California, and they move to Lovecraft, Massachusetts. And they move in with a family member at the Locke estate, which is called Key House. There are various keys which seem to be unbeknownst to most people who occupy this place. They have no idea. But the children of the family kind of stumble upon things, and some of the keys do fantastic things. One allows you to astral project. One allows you to travel to any place that you focus on. However, there is a kind of angry entity that occupies the house as well. We're not sure what their end game is. I don't believe they mean good for these people. But would you look at these illustrations? Aside from a great story, Gabriel Rodriguez drew the heck out of this book. The color is beautiful, and I love the kind of blue overtone that each of the illustrations have, kind of creating that mood and tension to go along with the macabre of the story. This is great. This is so good that I bought this, I read it that night, I got up, went out of my house, and bought volume 2. That's how serious it was. Joe Hill's talent is a phenomenon. What can he not do with the written word? I don't know. And I shouldn't have been surprised, not really, considering his lineage. With a dad like this, what was I expecting? That's all I can say. I'm done. I have no more to share. If you read any of these, please feel free to comment and tell me what you thought of them below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.